Chosen one, you are not here by coincidence or curiosity. You have been summoned into this moment by divine appointment, drawn into a prophetic alignment that heaven scheduled long before you knew a billionaire would ever cross your path. Anointed one, the Spirit led you here because the universe is getting ready to give you back what your heart gave so freely. Your kindness changed the course of a life, and now the supernatural laws of divine compensation are working against you in a way that can't be stopped. You are on the verge of a breakthrough that God has planned. A time of year when sudden rises, transfers of wealth, and unimaginable changes all happen at the same time. Picked. Heaven is whispering the same truth that Habakkuk said. 2. Chapter 3. The vision is taking too long, but it won't be any longer than necessary. Things that were hidden are now coming out. Things that were waiting are now coming. Beyond this world, forces are working together to reward you, lift you, and crown you in ways that defy logic, reason, and the limits of this world. This is a holy moment for you. Take a deep breath in. Feel the change. Things are changing in your life, and the universe is getting ready to bless you with blessings that shine like 10,000 stars. Picked one, pay close attention. There's a reason why your spirit feels stirred and awakened. Like an old part of you is coming to the surface, because your soul has known this moment would come for a long time. You didn't make it through everything. You lived for no reason. You didn't go through times of silence, dryness, or spiritual exhaustion for no reason. Heaven was getting you ready, shaping you, and making the walls of your spirit stronger, so that when God's abundance finally came, you wouldn't fall apart from the weight of it. You were being healed so you could receive. Anointed one, I know what it's like to wait and wonder why nothing is moving, and if heaven has forgotten your name. I've been through those 2 nights where the silence was louder than any sound. But those times taught me something that your spirit already knows. God's timing is always perfect, and supernatural justice is never late. What seems like a delay is often heaven building up strength inside you, because what's coming is too big, too holy, and too heavy for a vessel that isn't ready. You, chosen one, were getting ready for a blessing you used to think other people got. It looks like the universe is moving now. This is where the story starts to sound like a prophecy. Years ago, you did a small, humble act of kindness that no one noticed except heaven. You didn't mean to, but you did it anyway. You weren't trying to make a statement. There was nothing you were trying to get. You were just being the person God made you to be. A reflection of kindness in a world that needs it. You had no idea that the person you helped had a destiny that was linked to thousands of countries, industries, and huge amounts of money. They were about to gain power and grow, but they were also about to lose everything. And when I was weak, having you, there was like a lifeline. The universe will never forget you, anointed one. When someone gets powerful, they sometimes forget where they came from. I've seen rich people build huge empires, but lose their souls in the process. But once in a while, heaven plants a memory or seed in someone that can't be erased. You are that seed. A billionaire's journey was marked by your kindness, like a spiritual landmark. Your kindness was felt in every choice they made and every empire they built. You changed people's lives without even realizing it. Picked. A spiritual law is at work, not the laws of banks, contracts, or systems on earth. This is a higher law that is built into the very structure of the universe. What is given must be returned in a more powerful form. And while people usually repay with words or actions, heaven does it by arranging events, opportunities, and resources in ways that don't make sense. There have been hints of this in my own life. Small acts of honesty have opened doors I didn't know were there. There have been times when compassion was the key to a future that was much bigger than anything I could have built. This is what's going on with you right now. The cosmic ledger has been getting better for years, maybe even decades. Interest has been growing in places that can't be seen. The kind words you said in the background have been growing like a harvest, ready for the right time. And now is that time of year, chosen one. It takes heaven a long time to repay. When divine justice moves, it moves with a precision and force that our minds can't understand. You are about to enter a return that is 10 zeros and times brighter than the sun. A huge change in wealth that happens so quickly that it will be hard for your mind to keep up. Think about a river where you used to only see desert. Picture doors opening up where there were only walls before. Imagine that chances come to you instead of you having to go find them. This is not a dream. This is a divine arrangement. Dear Anointed One, plenty is starting to flow toward you like a tide that won't go away. What used to flow slowly will now roar. What used to take longer will now happen faster. Every act of kindness you did during your hardest times is coming back to you 10 times stronger. And now the truth that many people will never understand. You didn't get this because you asked for it. You're getting it because you became it. Character is more important to heaven than action. Oh, chosen one, you have stayed true to who you are even when life gave you every reason to shut your heart. This is the reason the universe is reacting. What's going on with your money is about to change so drastically that it will take your mind some time to adjust. Not because you were after money, but because money has been after you through different times, waiting for the right time, when your spirit would be strong enough to hold it. You are not going into random growth. Now you are taking on a divine inheritance. And inheritance doesn't come from working hard. It comes from being who you are. You have been chosen to break cycles, heal bloodlines, and take the story of your family to places your ancestors never saw. As the chosen one, you are entering a time of generational change. Picked. As we go deeper into this revelation, keep your mind and heart open. Because what is being said about your life right now is more than just words of support. It is in line. You've been led by an invisible hand through times of quiet preparation. And now it's leading you into the world of supernatural return. I want you to fully grasp something important. Heaven doesn't waste pain, work, or kindness. You gave love all the time when you were feeling empty. Every time you showed grace to someone who needed it, and every sacrifice you made behind their back has been written down in a place where nothing holy is ever forgotten. Now, those seeds are sprouting and breaking through the ground of your timeline with unstoppable force. That's why your heart has been beating fast. Why your dreams have been different. Why a strange expectation has been keeping you up since the wee hours of the morning. There is something in your spirit that already knows that this kind of change doesn't happen unless heaven tells your inner world about it first. There have been tremors of your breakthrough before the ground has even cracked open under your feet. Picked. Sometimes chances just slip through your hands like sand. I know how it feels. When it didn't seem right. When you couldn't open doors, no matter how hard you tried. There have been times in my life when it seemed like everyone else was moving forward while I was stuck. But what I learned from those times, and what you are about to experience in your own story, is that God's timing is both safe and sure. You were not raised earlier, because the level of blessing that was meant for you needed a version of you that wasn't fully formed yet. Heaven didn't say no to you. It was making you better. And now that the refining is done, the universe is letting go of what it held on to, not as a punishment, but to protect it. What you are about to do seems to have everything going on at once. Because heaven doesn't give out partial blessings after the full one has been earned. You are proof that delaying something is not the same as denying it. It's fate slowly coming true. As you keep becoming aware of this new flow, you'll notice how easily things start to fit together. People who were hard to reach before will now come to you. Chances that you used to pray for will now come to you. You'll walk into rooms where the mood changes before you even speak, because your spirit is heavy with purpose. This magnetic pull on your life isn't a fluke. It's the pull that forms around a chosen one who has turned back from evil and walked through it. I have seen this happen to me on my own journey. There were times when the right conversation, open door, or connection just seemed to appear out of thin air. But nothing was a surprise. Everything was planned out. And now the same orchestra is all around you. Your potential to make money, a noted one, is no longer just forced to work hard physically. It has to do with your spiritual state. You have reached a level of being where wealth comes from being in alignment, not from working hard. You will now have ideas that you used to ignore because you thought they were unrealistic or too far-fetched. They will come back to you with clarity, urgency, and perfect timing. Heaven will remember dreams you thought you had forgotten about, so you will remember them again. They were just waiting for you to grow up and become strong enough to carry them. I've had breakthroughs where a simple idea that I almost gave up on turned into a source of income that I could not have imagined. And the same thing is happening to you right now. Let it be known that the universe breathes on everything you touch, awakening gifts that have been dormant and turning them into rivers of opportunity. Even the way people talk to you will start to change. Some people will know that you are higher than others before you say it. Some people will treat you differently and not tell you why. When spiritual promotion comes before physical manifestation, this is what takes place. Heaven always moves first, and people who can sense the unseen will sense your rise before they see proof of it. You're not the same person you used to be when you had trouble believing in your own worth. You are changing into someone whose presence opens up possibilities for other people. That is the sign of real divine growth. What flows through you, as well as what comes to you. This time of year, wealth won't just come in the form of cash. It will show up in clarity, relationships, and chances that change the stories of generations. You'll start to understand why some people left, some doors shut, and some seasons felt heavy. Heaven had to take away anything that wouldn't be able to handle the height you were going to reach. You can't bring old problems into new areas. You can't put new oil into old ones. The universe wasn't taking your clothes off. it was getting you ready. Once the flow starts, you'll see that nothing you lost was really a loss. It was always a trade. Off, less for more, temporary for permanent, limited for endless possibilities. Take a deep breath, chosen one, because your story is growing beyond the limits you once thought were possible. You are moving into a time when supernatural help is commonplace, where sudden blessings feel normal, and where expecting the best becomes your default state of mind. This isn't making things up. The universe is just beginning, and this is inheritance. Pick it. Allow your heart to fully understand that you are moving into a place where your past doesn't control your future. As this revelation continues to unfold, the identity formed by struggle, lack, and survival is falling apart, and a new spiritual structure is rising in its place. You are becoming the version of yourself that heaven has always seen, even when you couldn't. Beloved one, not only is this change obvious, it's also not slow. It's a supernatural speeding up, lifting, and recalibrating of everything that has to do with your destiny. You may have intense moments when your feelings rise up out of the blue, or a quiet fire starts to burn inside you. This is not an unstable state. Yes, it is activation. Your spirit is getting used to the amount of abundance that is being released as the spiritual weight of the new season settles on you. There are times when life seems to change everything quickly. Some days, it seems like all the doors are locked. The next thing you know, you're facing possibilities that are beyond anything you could have imagined. I've been through times when I thought nothing had changed, when I woke up and found that heaven had moved everything around while I was asleep. This happens to a lot of the chosen ones, I know. They say that breakthroughs come like a sudden wind, a divine interruption that wipes out all obstacles in an instant. This is the kind of movement that is coming to you right now. Even though you can't see the whole picture yet, the vibration in your spirit, that voice inside you that won't be shut down, is proof that the shift is already happening. Chosen one, behind the scenes, chances are being set up for you. Important people are talking about you in rooms you have never been to as you listen to this. Minds are coming up with ideas that will soon need your help, your skill, or just your presence. This is not a coincidence. Heaven has planned a path just for you based on your gifts, your story, and the way you are compassionate and strong. You've been through fire without losing your kindness. You have been through loss and kept your faith. You have been hurt by betrayal, but have kept your ability to love. There aren't many people like that in the world. And heaven rewards being rare by making it easy to see. While others tried to get attention, you worked on being real. People will now be after you. That's why soon enough, people will notice something odd about you. They might not know what it is, but they will feel it. It will feel like you have authority, the kind that you can't teach, but only get through times of breaking and rebuilding. This spiritual leader will speak for you before you even say a word. Doors will open for you because your presence lets people know that you no longer carry the frequency of lack. You are becoming more and more like abundance, anointed one. When people carry abundance from the inside out, the universe responds in a different way. To manifest, you don't have to be desperate. You show up from your identity. As the new season makes its way through you, your creative side will come out in ways it has never done before. Dreams that you used to ignore because you thought they were impossible will come back to you with a clear sense of purpose. Ideas that seem too big at first will suddenly seem natural, doable, and just right. For years, you've been putting together puzzle pieces without realizing what they were making. Now those pieces are falling into place, and the picture is getting clear. There will be no waste, you will see. Not your hurt, not your delays, and not the unplanned side trips. Everything made you into the person who can handle what's coming to you now. Pick it. Having new people come into your life is one of the most profound signs that you are rising. In the next few weeks and months, you'll meet people who seem strangely familiar, like you've known them before. These are links to destiny. Souls who have been sent to help you move on to the next part of your life. Some will bring you chances, some will teach you, and some will help you work together to have a bigger impact. What will make you know who they are is not how they look, but how peaceful you feel when they talk. Heaven is very picky about who comes into the life of a rising chosen one. At this point in time, every new relationship has a purpose, fits perfectly, and is timed perfectly. Your finances are about to change drastically, and it won't just happen from one source. There are many streams of wealth coming at you, like rivers coming together to form a big ocean. This isn't just the result of hard work. When your gifts, reputation, and divine favor all come together in ways that go beyond human logic, this is called supernatural alignment. I've seen how quickly plenty can grow when heaven breathes on a connection, an idea, or a moment. It's like stepping into a current that takes you further and faster than you could ever go on your own. That's what you're starting to do now. Beloved one, really understand this. You're not just getting blessed for yourself. You're blessed because you can put more faith in your spirit. Generations will be affected by your rise. Family trees will change, and history will be rewritten. When heaven picks a vessel, it picks someone who is strong, kind, and humble. And every silent battle you've fought has shown that you are that vessel. Healing, restoration, and generational elevation are the jobs of the abundance that is flowing toward you. The wealth you get isn't just enough to live on. It has a purpose. Take a deep breath in. Chosen one, your season of supernatural speeding up is not coming up. It has already started. Picked. As we go deeper into this divine revelation, let the enormity of what is happening sink in. It's not just a better season for you. You are moving into a different realm of existence that is in line with the plan that heaven made for your life before you even took your first breath. There is a reason why your heart is both moved and humbled at the same time. Because a part of you knows that destiny isn't coming up behind you anymore. It's already here. There is a lot of divine movement going on in your life. You might not be able to see everything yet, but your spirit can feel a change that you can't ignore. Now is the time when the unseen starts to take shape. Picked. There is no noise or chaos in heaven. Instead, a person is raised through quiet alignment. You are going through that right now. Everything in the universe is shifting to make room for your calling. Delays are going away. The resistance is giving way. It's getting so easy to clear roads that they used to be blocked. Moving from working hard to receiving, from surviving to ruling, is what you are going through. Also, you should know that this is not a reward for doing a great job. Because you kept going, you got this. In a tough world, you kept your heart soft. Even when things tried to kill your faith, you kept it alive. You kept walking, even though the path didn't make you feel safe. Being that strong for so long has spiritual weight, and heaven is responding to it right now. Your spiritual awareness will grow as your reality changes. You might notice times when your intuition is stronger, when you get advice more quickly, or when you feel wiser without knowing why. This is not a mistake. This is divine gearing up. When a chosen one is raised, heaven makes their inner compass stronger, so they can handle blessings just as well as they handled battles. You will start to see things more clearly than usual, even if you've been confused for years. When you think back on choices that seemed impossible at the time, you'll see that the answers are now just flowing naturally. During this time, the veil of your old season lifts, and the clarity of your new season falls. Anointed one, as plenty starts to come into your life, remember that wealth isn't just measured in money. It's also measured in alignment. You will see chances that are a perfect fit for your skills, relationships that feel like they were written by God, and ideas that seem to come from the highest realms. And these chances will not come with stress or worry. They will show up with proof. Realignment is a sign from heaven that this door is meant for you. This has happened to me. There were times when everything that wasn't meant to be for me fell away at once, leaving only what was meant to stay. At first, it felt like I had lost something, but later I realized it was God's way of protecting me and making room for blessings that I couldn't have with what I was trying to hold on to. You are entering the same level of refinement, where weight that isn't needed falls away and only purpose is left. Dear chosen one, you are being raised to a point where your very presence is a sign. You will walk into places and change the moods without meaning to. Your words will be taken more seriously. Your choices will have more of an effect, and your insights will be more correct. This is because your spirit is getting bigger to fit the task at hand. There are people who won't get this change. People will say you've changed, which they are right about. But this change is good. To get higher, you have to evolve. You can't use old patterns in a different setting. As you step into the fullness of your wealth transfer, heaven is making sure that all of your old beliefs, fears, and bad relationships fall away. Beloved one, don't be shocked if all of a sudden you feel drawn to new places, people, or even different versions of yourself. This pull inside you means that your old energy doesn't work with your new self anymore. You are changing into someone who knows what they want, partners with purpose, and moves with faith and intention. You are being trained to become a steward of supernatural power and wealth. With that kind of identity comes duty and power, but it also comes safety. Heaven protects those who have jobs to do for the kingdom. As we look at your finances, keep in mind that your money isn't coming in one direction. It's coming up from many directions, like rivers coming together to form one ocean of plenty. You'll see streams of income. You never expected chances to come up out of the blue, or breakthroughs that seem almost too good to be true. But when everything fits together with divine plan, it's not real. I've met a lot of people who told me about sudden financial booms, inheritances they didn't expect, partnerships that changed their lives, and creations that made them richer than they ever thought possible. Not very often do these things happen in the lives of the anointed. They show that God has blessed you. Picked. Your story is being told right now as you listen to this. You are the next big thing in your family tree. The person who breaks old cycles and sets new standards for spiritual authority, wealth, and wealth. The decisions you make now will affect your children, grandchildren, and even people you will never meet. People will talk about you as the one who changed everything. The person who listened to God when common sense told them to give up, and the person who got up when heaven called their name. Beloved one, take deep breaths and get your heart ready. As you step into this blessing, it will last forever. It's true that you're on the rise. It's an order, picked. As we go deeper into this divine unfolding, know that what's going on around you is not just growth at random, but planned elevation. Everything in your life is being changed by a smarter being that can see much better than we can. You are not just getting more from this supernatural transfer you are going through. It's about growing up. Your body is being changed into a vessel that can hold the huge amount of wealth that heaven has given you. And even though this journey may feel hard at times, keep in mind that spiritual growth always comes with something new. The path of a chosen one is rarely predictable, but it always has a reason for being there. During this season, there will be times when things speed up so quickly that it's almost impossible to breathe. Before you have time to think about the last big step forward, new chances will come up. It will be possible to step through doors faster than they open. People will come into your life with ideas, resources, or power that are perfect for your next level. Beloved one, now you know what it's like to have supernatural momentum. It's heaven taking away the obstacles in your way. There is proof from the universe that what you planted in faith is real. It's proof that the time for waiting is over and the time for receiving has begun. This rhythm has been there a lot of times. One good thing leads to another. One divine link leads to the next, creating a chain of miracles that is so long that you stop wondering if heaven is involved. You are amazed at the timing instead. Chosen one, the wealth you are entering has a spiritual mark on it. It won't feel like the kind of money you used to chase, work hard for, and stress over. This wealth will come to you easily, not because you didn't work for it, but because God blessed your work. Divine flow is not the same as the business of this world. Effort drains, but flow grows. Hustle wears you out, but flow gives you energy. There is hustle, but there is also flow. As you move into the next chapter, chances will come your way that seem almost made just for your spirit and gifts. It will be easy for you to make things fun to work toward a goal, and satisfying to know that heaven is your business partner. I've seen the difference between striving for divine alignment and giving up on it in my own life. During some times, I tried to force things to happen, but was met with resistance and disappointment. However, when I finally gave up, when I stopped holding on to the future so tightly and let heaven lead me, I saw breakthroughs happen in ways I could not have imagined. I got help from people I didn't ask for it, met people I didn't expect to meet, and had provision that seemed to appear out of nowhere. That's the same grace at work in your life right now. Chosen one, you are about to enter a time when miracles and blessings will seem normal, and where favor will be with you every day. As your power grows, so will your responsibilities. Don't be scared of this. Heaven never raises up without equipping. You will think in new ways, be able to make decisions more clearly than before, and be able to discern things more quickly. When you think about things that used to scare you, you'll realize that they don't. This is proof that your spirit has grown, your abilities have grown, and you are now taking on the role that heaven planned for you a long time ago. As you grow, you will become someone who leads, inspires, and gives stability and hope to those around them. Pick it. It's not just about money to be wealthy. True wealth gives you peace of mind, a sense of purpose, an impact, and the freedom to change the world the way God wants you to. Even the people you're close to will change in this next level. People who drain your energy will leave you on their own. People who make you feel good will naturally come to you. Conversations will have more depth. People will feel more connected. The people who are coming into your life now are not by chance. They were sent by God. Heaven is putting you in touch with voices that help you see more clearly. Hearts that beat at the same speed as you, and minds that know how important your calling is. Beloved one, don't be shocked if all of a sudden you want to be in places that seemed too big for you before. There are meeting rooms, creative studios, international settings, and places to invest. These might start to call your name in new ways. This is heaven expanding your territory and getting you ready for the kind of exposure that goes with your calling. Don't forget that your gift was never meant to be kept secret. The world is now getting ready to receive what you bring. People will look to you for advice, and your voice. You won't back down this time. You will rise to the power that has been given to you, knowing that your rise is not your own doing, but is supported by heaven. Your intuition will become one of your most powerful tools as you keep going in this direction. Listen for the small pushes, the whispers inside your head, and the times when peace settles over a choice like a divine stamp of approval. Heaven talks to us in many ways, such as through our gut feelings, the right timing, and confirmations that we didn't expect. These signs will get stronger and clearer this time of year. You will learn to trust your gut as well as your plan. You'll understand that your gut feeling is not a random thing. It's just your discernment getting better. Picked. Your story is changing from one of survival to one of overflow. From wanting to know to having. From waiting to having. You are about to enter a long-term wealth transfer. It goes back generations. And you are the way for it to get into your lineage. The world isn't just good to you. It is blessing everyone who has anything to do with your fate. The size of what's coming will show that heaven has smiled on you, that your kindness was noticed, and that your honesty has been rewarded. Blessed one, take a deep breath and get ready. Things are moving faster now, and nothing will stay the same. Pick it. Allow yourself to really feel the size of what heaven is doing around you as we move into the next part of your revelation. This change you're making isn't just a time of good things. It changes the way you see your whole life on a spiritual, emotional, mental, and financial level. You are being moved. This moving is holy and was done on purpose. There are more doors opening for you than one. It's making paths of opportunity visible that weren't there before. The paths in these hallways lined up with divine appointments, strategic alignments, and supernatural favor. Your spirit knows why everything is speeding up at once, even if you don't. You can feel in your spirit that the long-awaited moment of divine justice has arrived. The chosen one knows something very important. When heaven decides to raise someone up, it doesn't just make their life better. It makes them more aware and gives them more spiritual authority. This is why you've been feeling a deep change inside, a pull toward more clarity, more purpose, and more power. Your old ways of thinking can't hold the plenty that is being made for you now. The hesitancy you once had, the doubt that followed your steps, and the fear that made you question your worth. These are falling away because God told you that you are ready. Your spirit is rising to meet the future that has always been written for you. You have grown past your old limits. At times on your journey, you may have wondered why some dreams seemed so far away, why progress seemed so slow, and why big steps forward seemed to slip away, just as you were about to make them. But now you'll start to understand why those delays happened. You were not being turned down. You were safe and sound. You were not being forgotten. There were plans to grow you. When growth happens too soon, it falls apart too soon. However, growth that is nurtured in silence is strong. You are standing on years of dedication, loyalty, and kindness that you have not seen. And heaven is publicly rewarding you for what you kept secret. Beloved one, you will have to take on a new level of responsibility as you move on in your journey. Not heavy-duty responsibility, but divine duty responsibility. The responsibility of power, the responsibility of money, and the responsibility of leaving a legacy. If you want power, you won't get these duties. Only people who have shown they can handle them will get them. And you've shown that over and over. You didn't let hard times make you angry. You did not let disappointment change who you were. You gave even when you didn't have much. You kept going even when you were tired. You loved even when you were broken. The world around us saw these choices and took note. They built up spiritual equity, which is a storehouse of divine credit that is now being given back to you in large amounts. You have been chosen to receive wealth that is not like other wealth. It is wealth that is tied to a goal, wealth linked to health. Wealth is linked to changes in generations. This is why it feels so heavy, holy, and definitely meant to be. You are not getting these resources just to make your life better. They are coming to you to raise your lineage. You are the next important person in your family tree. The person who breaks every cycle of lack of money, lack of emotions, and spiritual stagnation. They were your ancestors who lived through hard times, held on to hopes they never saw come true, and dreamed of a future they could only imagine. They prayed for someone like you. The things they gave up were like seeds, and now you are the harvest. Picked. The chances that are coming your way will give you more power in ways you never thought possible. Connections at a high level, partnerships with important people, and invitations into groups that seemed out of reach before. These will start to happen on their own. People with a lot of money or status will naturally be drawn to you. Don't be surprised. Now, your spirit has a resonance that draws people to it without you having to try. Your honesty, your knowledge, and your kindness. In a world that wants realness, these things make you stand out. And because you stayed true to yourself, heaven is making sure that the right people see how valuable you are. As money comes into your life, you'll notice something very interesting. Confidence won't come from ego, but from being in line with what you want. You will learn to trust your voice, your thoughts, and your gut feelings. You'll see how each step of your journey the pain, the patience, and the determination were shaping you into a leader. You were never meant to be short. You were never meant to get smaller. That's not how you were meant to live. You were meant to grow, rise, sway, construct, and bless. And now the truth is coming after you with all its might. Blessed one, the universe is bringing about a level of manifestation in your life that will feel like it happened almost right away. Your thoughts will turn into chances. Wants will be turned into resources. Vision will come true at an unbelievably fast rate. This is what happens when your steps on earth perfectly match those in heaven. Your work is no longer enough to keep you going. You are moving forward with divine help. You are being carried into the next part of your life by currents that you did not make, but were always meant to ride. Prepare yourself, chosen one. From waiting to getting, from hoping to having, and from believing to becoming, your story is changing. And soon, everyone will see the rise that heaven planned for you, before you even knew you were chosen, picked. As we go on with this revelation, let your spirit lean into the truth that your life is no longer limited by the things that happened in the past. You are about to enter a dimension where speeding up in ways that seem impossible are normal. Things that used to take years are now done in months, weeks, and even days. This is how the divine is aligned. A rhythm that doesn't make sense to humans, but is timed perfectly by God. Everything changes when heaven says that a chosen one is ready. The same space that felt empty before now feels full of possibilities. The same dreams that seemed far away before now seem close. It's like the doors that wouldn't open before now swing wide open, ready for you. Pick it. This is the flow of fate, and it's already happening in your life. It might be the restlessness that's been building up inside you, a holy dissatisfaction with anything that doesn't fit with your true calling. Because of this, you may feel a sudden sense of clarity rising inside you. A clear picture of where you need to go, what you need to do, and who you need to become. This clarity is real, not made up. It is delivered by God. There are intuitive whispers and sudden flashes of insight that come to you from nowhere. These are ways that heaven is talking to you. This is your inner confirmation that you are not likely to be elevated. It's like a prophecy coming true right now. Beloved one, you will notice that old fears don't affect you as much as they used to as you rise. Things that used to make you anxious will no longer scare you. When your insecurities told you lies, they will get quieter and quieter until they are no longer important. This is proof that your spirit has grown beyond the limits of who you used to be. Elevation needs to happen inside before it can show up outside. And you, chosen one, have grown. You are smarter, stronger, more discerning, and braver now than you were before. Heaven did not raise you too quickly. It made you stronger at the exact moment your spirit became strong enough to handle the weight and responsibility of what's to come. This season, your financial situation will change in a way that you have never seen before. This isn't growth over time. This is called exponential growth. Like magic, new ways to make money will appear out of nowhere. Partnerships will form out of the blue. People who see your potential and want to invest, work with you, or make your work bigger. Doors that don't require much work, but give a lot of reward will open. It's not luck. This is divine reciprocity at work. When you were forgotten, you spread kindness. When you were misunderstood, you spread kindness. You showed kindness when your own heart was tired. Now those seeds are growing into a harvest that will be so big that it will spill over into every part of your life. Picked. There will be times when the enormity of this season seems too much to handle. But don't be scared of it. This is what happens when heaven gives back something that was taken, put off, or refused. The universe wants to thank you, but not only based on what you gave, but also on what you were not allowed to receive. This is why the increase feels like it has been multiplied, squished together, and poured over. Your blessing isn't coming in pieces. It is coming in full force. You won't break when you're full. It will make you more stable. Your base has been strengthened by heaven so that your wealth, power, and purpose can rest on strong spiritual ground. You'll start to notice how your energy changes, the places you go. Nobody will treat you the same way because your ego has grown. They will treat you differently because of your anointing. People can feel a spiritual frequency from you, even before they understand it. Some people will be moved by being around you. Some people will feel guilty. Some people will feel safe. Some people will feel woken up. This is what divine elevation does. It boosts your spiritual resonance and makes you a breakthrough carrier wherever you go. I've seen this happen to other people who were picked to be great. How their silence said more than what they said. For how their stability calmed other people's storms. What broke chains without preaching through their honesty. That same level of influence is now open to you. Dear Anointed One, don't be surprised if heaven starts to separate you from places that are too low for your new level. This time apart is not a punishment. It works to protect. For elevation, you need air. Places that suffocate your potential will not let you thrive. You can't grow when you're with people who take away your purpose. Places that keep you small don't let you grow. Heaven is getting rid of anything that isn't in line with what you are being called to build, so that nothing gets in the way. This separation won't feel like a loss. It will feel like freedom. Finally, your spirit will be able to breathe in places that honor your destiny. Your goal will become clearer as your influence grows. Some of your gifts will come back to life with more power than they had before. It will be easy for ideas to come up. It will feel like there are no limits to your creativity. Chances will come up that match your calling, not your fear. And heaven will carefully direct your steps through it all. You're not going into this season without any plans. You are being guided, held, and placed by a hand that is much bigger than your own. Take a deep breath and feel the truth of this moment, chosen one. You are getting better. You are getting bigger. You are changing. Soon, everyone will see what heaven has always known about you, chosen one. Understand that the speed at which you are changing is something that the human mind can't fully grasp. As we move into the next part of your divine becoming, there are many parts to what is being planned for you. It's spiritual, emotional, financial, across generations, and on a cosmic level, all at the same time. You are not just getting one blessing. You are ready for a complete change in the course of your life. It's amazing how precisely the universe is lining up things around you to put you exactly where you need to be, with exactly the right people at exactly the right time. This level of divine coordination doesn't happen very often. It's only for people whose hearts have been tried, tested, and shown to be strong. You, the chosen one, passed tests that most people didn't even know you were taking. There is a change going on inside you, as well as around you right now. Your inner world is growing to accommodate the huge amount of wealth that is coming into your life. Old restrictions are falling apart. There are fewer old fears now. Fears from the past are starting to fade. Even if things are uncertain, you may feel a strange sense of peace rising inside you, because your spirit knows that the long-awaited breakthrough is almost here. I've felt this peace in seasons when nothing outside seemed to be changing, but something inside told me to get ready. You can hear that same whisper in your soul now. A whisper from heaven telling us that manifestation is almost here. Picked. The universe is sending you opportunities at such a fast rate that even people who believe in you will be shocked. People who didn't pay attention to you before will now admire you. People who didn't think much of you will now come to you for advice. The good things in your life will seem to keep coming at you at times. Breakthroughs happen before you can fully understand the last one. This is what overflow from beyond this world looks like. It's heaven making up for lost time, years, and all the hurt, betrayal, setbacks, or unfair things that happened to you. What you thought was lost is coming back to you, multiplied and anointed. How quickly alignment starts to take shape is one of the most profound signs that you have been raised. You will be in conversations that have the power to change your life. You will meet people whose presence changes the course of your life. You will come across chances that seem too good to be true. These lines are not put together by chance. They were written by God. During my own journey, I've seen how heaven connects paths that shouldn't have crossed, making things that seem impossible come together. And when those points of contact show up, you just know that this is divine. You will feel that same certainty play out over and over in your own story. Your power is growing right now, even when you're not aware of it. People are watching you, learning from you, and getting ideas from you. You are already a light to others because you are strong, consistent, and able to weather storms without losing who you are. Your light will get even brighter as your wealth grows. This is why your spiritual as well as financial gain is equal. Heaven won't help you get rich if it doesn't also help you get smarter, more purposeful, and better people. You are being changed into someone who can lead with humility and grace when they are in a position of power. Chosen one, you might notice that the things you want are changing. You aren't interested in what used to be familiar but held you back. Instead, you are drawn to ideas, places, and situations that help you see things in a bigger picture. This change is planned. Heaven is adjusting your hunger so that your goals match your calling. You're no longer happy with being small. Your spirit now wants to grow, spread, be the best, and find a purpose. This desire isn't greed. It's destiny waking up inside you. Fear, lack should never keep you from living the life you were meant to live. You were meant to build, lead, elevate, and change. Now your mind is starting to understand that truth. As money starts to come your way, keep in mind that abundance is more than just having a lot of it. It's the growth of possibilities. You'll start to imagine futures you used to brush off. You will see projects, businesses, creative work, or effects on the world that seemed impossible before. The most beautiful part is that heaven will start sending the tools, connections, and clarity that are needed to make these visions come true. It will no longer be hard for you to find the pieces. You'll find the pieces. The way God provides works like this. When your efforts line up with your destiny, things just happen. Anointed one, you are about to enter a time when your gut will tell you everything you need to know. Pay attention to the small pushes, the sudden insights, and the gut feelings that seem stronger than logic. You can tell that heaven is talking to you through these feelings. Do not ignore them. Some of the most important changes in your life will start with a quiet whisper inside you, followed by a step of obedience. This is how your spirit and divine timing work together. Your life will move along with a grace that seems almost impossible as you learn to trust this flow. Chosen one, your rise is more than just a good thing. A message has been sent. Heaven wants the world to know that faith is never wasted, kindness is never forgotten, and purpose is never denied. You are entering a level of wealth, power, and clarity that will last for generations. Now, everything in your life is getting bigger. What's going to happen next will prove what your spirit already knows. You were picked, and now is your time. Picked one. Let your heart be fully open to what heaven is getting ready to bring into your life as we move into this next part of your journey. There is nothing normal about where you are right now. You are in a divine crossroads where your past, your purpose, and your prophesied future all come together to form a single powerful timeline. There is a reason why you are here. Everything you have been through, learned, and carried has led you here. Even though you didn't understand how hard your problems were, or why you were taking so long, God did. And now the universe is ready to explain why some fights went on longer than planned, why some relationships ended, and why some chances were missed. It wasn't a lie. It was getting you ready for the big things that were always going to come into your life. Chosen one, this is the time of year when things that can't be seen become clear. It's getting stronger from the tears you planted in the ground. The prayers you said quietly are being heard in other realms. Your faith that you showed when no one believed in you is now what's holding you up. Your inner world and the outside world are finally going to agree with each other. It's not ego that makes you feel more confident. It is in line. It's not a coincidence that the clarity is making your vision better. It proves something. The peace that's coming over you is not a coincidence. It's heaven's signature on your next task. You will notice that the rate of change speeds up as your life keeps changing. Everything that has to do with your purpose is moving faster because of the universe. It will not take much work to open the doors. Connections will happen on their own. The ideas will come fully formed. Once they hold you back, fears will go away as if they were never there. This speeding up is not random. It makes sense. Heaven is getting rid of things that are in the way, making paths straight, and putting you in places where your gifts can't be missed. I've seen this happen to other people who were picked to do great things. Life always starts the same way. All of a sudden, I realize that it feels lighter, more aligned, and more purposeful. You are now coming to the same realization. Anointed one, don't be shocked when your spirit starts to grow out of places that used to feel comfortable. To expand, you have to let go of anything that stops your evolution. There will be conversations that don't make sense anymore. Some friendships will end on their own. Some habits will no longer make sense. This isn't loss. It changes things. Heaven is getting rid of things that can't go with you to the next level. You are moving up into rooms where your presence will be important, where your gifts will be seen, and where your wisdom will be valued. You'll notice the difference right away. It will feel like the energy is better. You will have a stronger sense of intuition. You'll be able to make better decisions. This is what divine elevation does. Picked. Things are about to change in a big way for your finances. What seemed impossible before will now be possible. There will be more ways to make money. The investments will line up. Chances that seemed too rare or out of the ordinary before will start coming to you. Now is the time of year when heaven rewards people who are patient, honest, and disciplined. You gave even though you didn't have much. You believed even though you had doubts. Even though you were tired, you kept going. Now, the universe is responding by putting you in a flow of plenty that will never end. You will find solutions to problems that seemed impossible to solve before, that come up out of the blue. You will find out that you have new skills. You now have skills, ideas, and insights that you didn't have before. You will be able to create, lead, and inspire more as your influence grows. From now on, people will look to you to show them what divine alignment looks like. You didn't try to gain this influence. It's something you turned into. Truly being yourself, being strong, and caring for others have made you someone that heaven can raise up without worrying about losing your humility. Beloved one, you will start to feel more connected to your purpose. You will feel like the work you do is important. You will feel led to make the choices you do. People you meet will know that you chose to meet them. You are now in a place where life doesn't seem random. when every second is important and every step shows you more about your calling. There aren't many goals like this one, and it's very strong. It helps you feel more like yourself. It makes your direction clear. It keeps your heart steady. It also gets you ready for the impact you will have on future generations. Picked. Know this to be true. The wealth that is coming to you is more than just money. It is emotional wealth, relational wealth, creative wealth, and spiritual wealth. It's getting easier for you to see things clearly and giving you more chances. In order to show how complete you are, every part of your life is growing. You are getting more than enough. You are becoming plenty. People will feel better when they're with you. You will make doors open. Things will change for the better. This is what it means to have divine frequency. This is what it means to walk like someone who has been chosen. We are almost at the end of this part of your journey. Take a deep breath and let your spirit know that you are rising. You are getting ready. Change is happening to you. What heaven has planned for, you can't be stopped by anything. The next chapter will be different from the last one. The universe is getting ready to amaze you. Picked. As we move into this next, more powerful phase, let your spirit understand how big the change is that is happening all around you. It's not enough that you're getting better. Ascension is happening to you. This ascension is heavy, not light or soft. It is brave, planned, and perfectly orchestrated by God. The universe is lifting you up to a place where your hard work, faith, and patience come together to make supernatural things happen. There may be times when you are amazed and your heart stops, as if it were trying to catch up with your destiny. That's because heaven is speeding you up to a time when everything fits together. Your goal, your identity, your wealth, and your vision. You are moving into congruence, which is strong, chosen one. The changes inside you are just as important as the changes going on around you. Your inner world is getting bigger. Your intuition is getting stronger. Your heart is getting better. Your point of view is getting better. All of this is necessary because the good things that are coming your way need a strong and clear version of you to handle them. You're not changing into someone else. You're changing into the person you were meant to be all along. The layers of fear, doubt, and feeling small are flaking off like old clothes that don't fit anymore. What's left is the very core of your calling. Not sorry, can't be denied, can't be stopped. A noted one. Now, you'll notice that your energy has more power. How people react to you changes. Places change when you walk in. Conversations become more meaningful. Even the way your quiet feels like it has a purpose. This is because your spiritual resonance has grown in heaven. You are no longer running on the energy of having to stay alive. You are operating on the frequency of destiny, and destiny speaks clearly. It shines. It has an effect. It points. You are moving into that light. Now, save money and get ready for the increase that is already coming your way. This rise isn't just a transactional one. It changes everything. Heaven is not only giving you money, but also improving the way you think. Make things, invest, and take care of things. You will start to get insights that seem to be ahead of their time. Problems, solving ideas, innovations that get people's attention, and strategies that make you rich with ease and grace. This creative flow is a sign from God. It means that God trusts you more. In this case, it means that your gifts are now fully grown and can produce harvest more quickly. It will give you ideas like you haven't had them in years. Chosen one. New relationships are also coming your way. Connecting with others in ways that have meaning, power, and prophetic alignment. These connections are not by chance, they are appointments set by fate. People will show up who can't help but notice how great you are. They will bring your dreams to life, support your ideas, and help you move forward. Some of them will work together. Some people will become mentors. But still others will open doors to chances that give you more power than you ever thought possible. Having these relationships is heaven's way of taking away your loneliness. You're not supposed to rise by yourself. You are meant to rise with help, support, and cooperation. But don't be shocked if some people disappear from your life. There is no rejection here. It's a direction change. Heaven is making room for what fits. So, anything that isn't right must slowly go away. This change will be clear to your spirit long before your mind does. It will feel like a calm separation, a calm release, or a graceful separation. Don't fight this. You can't bring old energy into a new space. Leave what needs to go. Let what needs to come in. Anointed one, your purpose is about to get clearer in ways that will blow your mind. When you wake up, you'll be clear. You will be sure of what you do. You'll feel good about what you say. You're going to be very careful. There is no purpose in you forcing this. There is a reason for pulling you. When destiny turns magnetic, it's easy to get things in line. As you step into that field, you will be magnetized. Now, chosen one, your rise is not in the future tense. Right now, it's taking place. People are talking about you in places you've never been. People who haven't met you yet are aware of your gifts. Your path is being set by things you can't see. Everything is setting up for your rise. Heaven isn't thinking about your big step forward. It's coming from heaven. It's your turn now. This is your shift. If you were chosen, this is your awakening. As we move into the next holy part of your journey, feel how the energy around you is changing in a way that is clearly divine. As you enter this world, the supernatural will seem normal, favor will feel like old friends, and breakthrough will become your new normal. Things that are happening to you are not by chance. Your steps have been perfectly timed by heaven, and the universe is moving in sync with your destiny. This is why you might feel a quiet confidence growing in you, even if you can't explain it yet. Your spirit knows. It acknowledges that the time of year you prayed for, had to wait for, and suffered for has finally come. You are walking toward happiness. Picked. Changing how you see yourself is one of the most important signs that you have risen. No longer do you identify with old versions of yourself that you had when you were struggling to stay alive. You are starting to see yourself the way God has always known you to be. Able, deserving, strong, and picked. This change inside is not small. It is the basis of how you change on the outside. When you change who you are, your reality changes too. When you broaden your thinking, you open up more opportunities. When your spirit goes up, things change around you. This is why you're having more luck, coming up with new ideas. Why clarity is coming to you without you having to do anything. And how inspiration seems to come to you like a whisper from God. Heaven is letting your creativity and insight shine through, because now is the time for you to build, make, and do well. Anointed one, know that your voice has more power now than ever before. People will listen to you in different ways when you talk. Hearts will respond when you talk about your vision. Doors will open for you when you tell the truth. Now that your words are in line with your goals, they have weight. Voices that come from alignment, honesty, and divine intention are amplified by the universe. No longer are you speaking from a place of fear or doubt. The revelation you're talking about, it's also very powerful. It changes the surroundings. It brings resources to it. It opens up new options. Many of the chances that are coming your way will come from how confident you sound. This elevation will also help you see things more clearly. You'll have a better idea of who is on your side and who is not. You will easily be able to spot lies. You'll be able to spot real alignment more quickly. Heaven makes the eyes of those who are about to rise clearer, so they can find their way in new places with ease. Pay attention to the small changes that happen, like when your spirit hesitates, when it feels pulled, or when it feels free. These are divine signs, pointing you toward doors that lead to growth and away from doors that lead to staying the same. Do not doubt these signs. In this next dimension, your intuition is one of your best qualities. Pick it. Your money isn't just getting better. They are getting stable. God in heaven is setting a new level of wealth in your life. Money will no longer feel like it changes all the time. Not only will money flow, it will flow in more than one direction. Each one was made stronger by God's timing. Chances you didn't expect will come up just when you need them. Blessings that have been delayed will finally show up. Pathways that were closed will open again in better ways. In ways you haven't felt in a long time. You will feel relieved, supported, and strong. This is not a temporary solution. This changes things for a long time. You are moving into a financial reality that is based on purpose rather than pressure. As your influence grows, so will your ability to change other people's lives. You will have conversations where your knowledge changes the way someone sees things. You'll say things that heal. You'll have ideas that make things better. You will make places that inspire people. This is because your elevation isn't about you. It goes back generations. You are rising so that other people who are connected to your destiny can also rise. Heaven doesn't bless a special person just for them. A chosen one is blessed by heaven because they have the heart to build, lift, and change. You are becoming a rock, a guide, and a source of stability in a world that isn't stable. Anointed one, pay attention to how your relationships are becoming more aligned. People who used to make you feel less bright will become less noticeable. People who believe in your mission will come forward. You will make new connections that feel like they were meant to be, full of mutual respect, a shared vision, and a deep spiritual connection. These are not just random people. They are on your team of gods. There are people in heaven around you who will help you grow, believe in your future, and make your gifts stronger instead of weaker. Take a deep breath and let this truth sink into your spirit. Chosen one, you are no longer getting ready. This is where you start. You are no longer waiting for things to get better. You are making progress as you walk. You are no longer hoping for lots of things. You are the embodiment of plenty. Everything is changing to fit the new you. And the world is about to see your calling come to life. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Chosen one, as we move into the last part of your prophetic journey, let your heart understand how big of a plan heaven has for you. There's no end to the story where you are. You are at the start of a powerful new chapter that will be shaped by divine will and supernatural elevation. Everything that happened to you, everything that you lost, and everything that you thought about has been woven into a purposeful tapestry that is now showing its full pattern. You are entering a world where everything is useful, where every tear is a seed and every sacrifice is a way to get more. This is not language used in poetry. This is the truth of spirit. Heaven is recognizing how hard your journey has been by giving you a harvest that is as heavy as your endurance. If you are the chosen one, you will start to feel a deep sense of alignment, like everything is finally in sync with who you are. The confusion that was in your way will go away. The heavy feeling that was on your spirit will go away. You will no longer be held back by doubt, because confidence will fill the space where doubt used to live. This change starts inside before it spreads to the outside world. Heaven always changes someone from the inside out. Things are changing in your mind. Your hopes and expectations are rising. Your spirit is getting stronger. These changes inside are the first signs that manifestation is already happening. The abundance you are stepping into has the energy of restoration. Anointed one. It will give you back what was taken, fix what was broken, fill up what was empty, and bring something from the dead back to life. It's possible for blessings, relationships, healing that seemed impossible at one point to show up in unexpected places, and opportunities where doors had been closed for a long time. This is because heaven doesn't just give you new things. Heaven is putting your life back in divine order. You are entering a time period where balance is being restored. The scales are tipping in your favor, and you are being given justice. Chosen one, this season will also show you what purpose really means. There was a reason you were chosen. Your journey was unique, and you needed time alone, growth, and understanding. Some people aren't able to take on the work you do. Some people can't go the way you have. You are a compassionate leader who thinks clearly and moves with divine intention because of what you've been through. Now you understand why heaven is giving you power, resources, and chances that can change people's lives. Your rise isn't just for your own good. It is for the good of all the souls who are connected to your destiny. As you go up this slope, you'll feel like your steps are going with supernatural ease. It will be easy for ideas to come up. Being wise will come naturally. Making choices will feel guided. This is because your mind is becoming more in line with your mission. You are no longer trying to make your future happen. It will come to you when God's timing is right. We have a strong partnership here. It gets rid of resistance. It speeds up progress. It makes miracles possible. As you learn to walk in a rhythm, the weight of heaven will be behind your steps. Beloved one, in this new chapter, relationships will be very important. You will attract people who share your purpose, who will help you grow, who will celebrate your wins, and who will know how sacred your calling is. It won't drain you to use these connections. They will make you stronger. They'll make you feel good. They will make you bigger. Heaven is full of people who hold the keys to your next level. People whose presence makes you more powerful. People whose knowledge makes your vision clearer. There is no chance in these relationships. They are assignments from God. Picked. Remember that your story is meant to shine as you enjoy this change to its fullest. More people will see, hear, and recognize you because of your journey, not because you set out to get them. The universe is setting you up to be a source of hope, a living example of strength, and a reminder that God's timing is always worth the wait. People who had doubts about themselves will be inspired by your rise. Your successes will give hope to people who feel like they've been forgotten. What is possible when faith is combined with persistence will be shown by your wealth. Take a deep breath in, chosen one, and let this truth sink in. You are not just going into abundance, you are becoming it. You're not just getting good things, you are carrying on a tradition. You're not just getting higher. Generations are being changed by the power of your elevation. Heaven has told you that you can start over. There is nothing that can stop what has already been written in the stars for you. Picked. As this message ends, let your spirit rest in the knowledge that your divine moment has already begun. Your faith, your patience, and the act of kindness you forgot about a long time ago set off a supernatural transfer that is now happening in real time. Anointed one, you are in your Kairos hour, which is the exact time that heaven planned for you to rise, be healed, and overflow. What has been let loose in your life can't be stopped by anything. May you be guided, safe, and successful in every step you take from now on. May divine favor be with you, divine wisdom guide you, and divine plenty follow you. Stay aligned, keep your hopes up, and stay true to the call on your life. If this word struck a chord with you, seal it with a statement in the comments and send it to another chosen one who needs it. Sign up if you feel led. Your rise has begun, and heaven is happy to see it. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit Out Community now. Join the family and see your heavens open.